Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I will show you how you can take user input and how can you take all the input inside the array and then you can actually do summation. So for this I need to create a new file in my package. I'm going to create a new file in the package and here I'm going to say addition. Okay, you can see the class addition here and I'm going to actually create here a public static void method. So I will press tab, it will create the function for me. So to get user input, actually we have to import a class, Java class, and that is import java.util, and then here the class will be scanner, right? Scanner. I'm going to create here a scanner object, and to create a scanner object we have to mention the class name, and then I will say, let's say number is equal to, I will say system, here I will say new, right? New scanner, and here I'm going to say system.in, right? system.in for the output. Now every single time I will use this object scanner number. Okay, I can actually say here my objects so that it's look more meaningful. And now I will say every single time I will create something, I will actually add this object. Okay, and let's say I want some integer value, so I will say integer array. I will declare array. So like this, we know, we have learned from previous lesson, right? Here you can see. So to declare array and initialize array, we have to say here int, and then the variable, let's say number, I'm going to say here new int, and here I have to initialize the size. So let's say I want to do 5 addition. Okay, so I'm going to say here that println enter your first number. Okay, I'll say enter your first number, or I can actually run here a for loop, okay, for all the arrays. So I will say here for, and here I'm going to say int I is equal to 0 because I want to keep them inside an array. So array index will be start from 0. That is the reason actually I have start I with 0. Okay, so I know the integer, I know the length, right? Okay, so I will say here that number dot length, length, length. Okay, so I have to say here a condition, so I is smaller than number dot length. Here I'm going to say I plus plus to increment it. All right, and here I'm going to say number, the index number will be I, okay, is equal to, here I'm going to say my object, right? My object dot, so this is integer, so we'll use next int, and that's it. So it will actually run according to the array length, and then it will actually store the index number, okay, all the index number. And here I'm going to say, now I want to actually print it. So I will say, okay, let me just say here I'm going to use a prompt. So I will say here println that enter all 5 number. Okay, enter 5 numbers here, 5 random, okay, random number here. Okay, and here I'm going to say println sum of all the numbers, and here I'm going to run one more for loop. I'm going to say here int I is equal to 0, I smaller than number of length, then I plus plus. Here I need integer sum, and sum is equal to let's say I want to initialize sum as 0, so I will say sum is equal to sum plus number of the index, so that is I. And I'm going to say here println, so I will not use here println, I want to show them in a single line. So okay, I don't actually want to show here, here I'll say println, I'm going to say only the sum. So here I have to initialize it in globally. Okay, so I will go here and I will initialize here in globally. So now I can actually access the sum. All right, Now let's run the code. Run Java. Okay, and here 5 random number, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, then 50. And here you can see sum of all number 150. If I go for the calculator, so 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50. Here is the result, 150. So it's working, right? So this is actually, you can find summation using array and for loop. This is a practical example for the array, and I mean to understand array using for loop. Okay, so I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching.